the Great Fair of Pennsic, an event hosted by the Society for Creative Anachronism. I'm the creative Contessa, and tonight I'm hosting my seminal red and gold ball, and I'm going to be getting a 15th century glow up from ladies who know their stuff. I'm here at Cosmetica Obscura in the Great Marketplace at Pennsic, and we're going to walk you through the process of beautifying the skin and the face to present one's most beautiful side. So, Ilaria? Yes, this is Ilaria. Yes. So I'm here with Ilaria. My cameraman walked away.
I needed a drink.
No, he didn't. That's a lie. So I'm here with Mistress Ilaria, and she is one of the two ladies who operate this amazing business, an expert in historical hygiene and cosmetics. Ilaria, could you just briefly tell us about your mission?
Our mission is to recreate the senses of the past by recreating historical recipes from manuscripts, from archaeological finds, and from artwork. From all time periods, but today, of course, we're focused on the 15th century. Yes, and it's a joint project with my sister, who does a lot of research herself.
Literally behind the scenes.
Yes, she is literally behind the scenes.
She's with the cameraman.
So could you tell us about the things we're going to be using today?
Yes, today we'll do a glow up. So we'll start with cleansing and conditioning the skin, and then the sorts of cosmetics that women particularly might have used in the 15th century. And we'll start with some of the products we have, and then you'll be lovely for your ball tonight.
Excellent. Well, could you maybe just go ahead and introduce the products?
Certainly. So the first product, we can start with a hair, which of course your hair is already prepped. A lovely double-sided bone comb. This is very accurate to medieval and Renaissance eras. It's very good for cleansing the hair and for detangling. I use this daily myself. The shape of the teeth is very nice for not breaking the hair.
So, so I discovered a great way to clean these this morning. So after soaking it overnight in soaking it overnight in soapy water, I actually found that taking hemp rope that had frayed and running it through the times pulled all of the stuff that had been loosened right out of it.
That makes sense.
It's the cleanest I've ever gotten my comb before. Okay, so what is in this beautiful?
How does the bone comb clean the hair?
Oh yeah, so that's a good. People ask me that all the time. So these are wood, which is great for distributing oils. So what about bone and ivory? How does that?
I think it mostly has to do with the spaces between the teeth. That particularly is what catches anything, particularly for me. I know I get a lot of clothing fibers in my hair. So it cleans that, it cleans dust. It's mostly the smoothness and the uniformity and the closeness of the teeth.
So it's not so much the material.
No, most materials will work.
So can you tell us about what's this?
Yes, this is a recipe I absolutely love and I'm really excited about. This is perfume for a bath. It's a 16th century Italian recipe for strewing herbs for the bath. And of course, this was done typically throughout the medieval period and the Renaissance period when they wanted to sweeten their bath water. The Ménager de Paris, for example, says in his advice to his young wife and how to set up a bath to put flowers and herbs in amongst the linens of your bath water. And so this is from a recipe that had a long list of ingredients, and we've put everything in.
Oh wow!
And I tinkered with it to get a nice blend. It's got herbs, it's got spices, it's got precious woods, it's got resins, it's got flowers and fruits.
It smells. I can smell it over here. And
yes, and it imparts a sweet, a floral, resinous, a very refreshing scent to the skin. So if you wanted to get started,
yes, let's go ahead and get started.
Good morning, Cassandra and Red Australia and Susan.
Hello everyone, welcome. We're here for my 15th century glow up with Cosmetica Obscura.
And this, just take a towel here in proper manner.
Maybe if you back up the camera, what do you think?
You can rinse your hands and also your face in this. And what's nice is as it sits, it actually colors the water very gently.
Cassandra says pretty towel.
Yes, it is a beautiful towel.
You silk out?
We do.
It's a lovely red.
My hand smells so nice.
It leaves a nice herbal scent.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Carnax is going by.
Oh yeah, I think that's the Janissaries, or this is the Janissaries.
Carnax,
The
right?
Carnax. Oh yeah. So there's a if you're hearing horns in the background, there's a Roman unit marching past with their Carnaxes. So
What weird role play is
Oh,
this?
isn't it?
yeah,
Somebody-
more noise.
The other thing that we carry in our shop for bathing is a Nobla soap, and that's new this year,
Oh.
Nobla soap.
Oh.
This is the kind of soap that was the precursor to Castile soap.
Aha.
So this is made in Nablus in Palestine. It's made from pure virgin olive oil, and it's a cold process hard olive oil soap. It's very gentle on the skin. It's cooked in large copper vats with lye for multiple days, and then they spread it out on stone floors to dry. They cut it and stamp it by hand, and then it's stacked in towers to dry for up to a year. And this kind of soap has a history going back before the 10th century, and in the Levant, and was originally made by women for household use. And then around the 10th century, small factories spring up, and then by the 14th century, there's major production. And this is what's brought to Castile and brought back to Europe with the Crusades, and becomes Castile soap.
So people are always asking me about Castile soap, and I know that in the 15th century in Italy, they're always talking about. Please send me some of that wonderful soap from Naples, and it's Castile soap that they're talking about because of the trade ties between Spain and Naples. So the question I always get is, well, how far flung was Castile soap throughout the rest of Europe? Because Spain is always the exception to everything about the Middle Ages, and Italy is kind of borderline exceptional. So do you know how far Castile soap made its reach?
I don't know, but I do know that it shows up in, this pure white soap shows up in many recipes because soap like this can be used in its bar form, or it can be blended. It shows up in France. It can be blended into other recipes like stain removers, laundry treatments. So I think throughout Europe.
Right.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a question of what is in the perfume. So I was just going to.
This is what is in the perfume mixture for your bath water.
Straight from the back.
And I would absolutely recommend, just putting a bowl of this in your home and letting it gently permeate, because the smell is amazing.
Yes, it can be used as a sachet and also to perfume.
That is amazing. Okay, so what's next?
So the next thing would be skin prep. And I know that you're interested in Caterina Sforza. And we have, let's see, Milk of Roses. We'll start with Milk of Roses. This is a new product this year also. This is from a cosmetics manuscript of around 1500. This is a complexion water, and it's based on a resin, and it becomes this lovely milky color when we mix it. And it leaves a beautiful vanilla kind of scent on the skin. So
Yes, please.
okay.
Tone away.
You could put it on a strip of fabric, a silk.
And I do not have sensitive skin. I don't have a sensitive scalp. You can abuse me at your will. That feels so nice.
It's very softening. I think that resins, because they are the natural bandages of trees, also have an affinity for our skin, and they leave a nice glaze over the skin. Nice.
It smells so lovely. The rose toner, the Milk of Roses, which is a toner. Does it feel so nice? I can feel my skin. I don't know it's not tightening, but it's becoming more uniform.
It's sort of supportive. It
Right.
supports the collagen. It leaves a nice, I think of it as like a glaze over the skin.
Right.
Now Next, we also have, this also has a resin. They love to make use of resins in historical recipes and in the 15th century. This is our Lady of Forlì beauty balm, which you're familiar with. We have increased the mastic in it this year. This is a duck fat based balm. It's from the writings of Caterina Sforza before 1480. I'll let you smell it. It has a lovely fresh green scent.
Oh my, wow. That smells, it is very fresh, very refreshing actually, almost stimulating.
That's the Chios mastic, and
Right.
again the resins support the skin. And mastic is typically called a gum, and it's used in confectionery as a gum. But I believe it is a resin.
Right.
And this is very nice. I use this myself. I use it for face and body.
Mm-hmm.
It's particularly nice for décolletage,
Mm-hmm.
neck.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Sorry.
I particularly like it at the front of the neck.
Alright, so let's take a look at your machine and see what you got for me. Hopefully I can figure out what's going on with it. I guess.
Australia says a couple of days ago I tried to get it back up cold. Refined woods. It's pretty good.
And you just need a small pearl-sized amount. It's very conditioning. It's very...
Stick with the strings.
I think that's something that a lot of modern cosmetics seem to have missed out on, is the aspect of scent.
Yes.
There's a lot of artificial scents in them, but it makes me want to not use them.
Yes.
This makes me want to put it on my face, close my eyes, and inhale.
It is. It's the natural. It starts out as quite fresh and green and peppery, and then it sweetens as you let it dry in your skin.
Jared Chavez, much earlier than 1802.
Yes, much earlier than 1802.
And yet, the 1480, and yet the milk of roses survives into the Victorian era, does it not, Alexis? Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of these forms of cosmetics survive for hundreds, if not thousands, of years.
Does the placement matter?
Does the placement matter? It depends on your desire. I know for the Forlì balm, I will use this all over. I treat everything up from the chest up with this. But you only need a small amount. It's very rich. It's very soft and luxurious.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Amanda Seward says, somebody asked, is this a colonial village?
Is this a colonial village? No, we are at actually a medieval recreation event called Pensic by the Society for Creative Anachronism. We're at Cosmetica Obscura. They are a producer of historical, all-natural skincare products, cosmetic products, hair care products to bring historical hygiene into the modern world and help us, inform us of how we can take better care of ourselves and the environment. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Not colonial.
But Australia asked, what cleansers did men use in the Middle Ages? Probably
The same.
The same, yes.
Yeah, I feel like the distinction between men's and women's cosmetics is a much more recent one.
Yes.
Yeah, and almost it's more of a question of gender expectations rather than actual physiological expectation differences.
Good question, actually, for this one. Did you have to be well off back in the day to own such things?
Yes, many of these manuscripts are from courts, so that's what survives for us. These recipes are particularly for the well-off. What would you say, Alexis?
Yes, Caterina Sforza was a noblewoman, and she was recording recipes that she invented or that she had learned of and saved. And during her life's work, that she recorded them. And mastic in particular would be a precious resin, just as it is today.
Yeah, it's very expensive today.
I think under Ottoman rule, it was worth its weight in gold or more than gold. It's comparable to gold. So yes, very precious.
Yeah. Okay, splendid. So what comes next?
This, I think, would be nice to try. This is a
Yes.
12th century, but it is a skin foundation. And of course, in the 14th century, the look was to have fair skin, very high forehead, not a great deal of eye makeup,
Yeah.
but a cream like this certainly would be having its uses at the time. This is from Trotula, and again, it's another duck fat based cream. I love duck fat on the face. It's a fat that we don't particularly think of anymore in cosmetics.
And why is that? What is shifted there?
I don't know. Maybe tallow.
Yeah, tallow has taken over the market.
Or they're just cheaper.
But
It's usually very
historically, you see duck fat specifically. Again.
So
And we've had ladies coming in all day today raving about it, that it's so good for the skin. And we're hoping to kind of reintroduce that.
bring back the duck fat.
Yes, and even though it's quite highly pigmented, it does blend, and particularly over another duck fat balm.
Is it finally working? Yes. So for those who, just to be clear, I taught a dance class earlier and I sweat into the microphone and it was not happy. So now it seems to be happy. So yes.
Turned on in the bag. I'm like, why do I have two?
It was
Suddenly.
Is this good?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Particularly over a duck fat balm, it also helps it give a very soft sort of sheen to the skin. So we'll do the chest as well.
So you recommend putting the duck fat balm down first,
I do. You don't need to,
but
but it does give a softer, dewier finish.
Name CE7 says probably not popular because of veganism, maybe. Beauty without cruelty.
Possibly. I think also bases like coconut are more readily available today.
palm oil also, sadly.
Yeah, it's true. Other oils are more widely available and easily available.
It's of course the cruelty free anything is, once you dig a little more deeply, there's no such thing. You know, those coconut plantations and palm plantations can often be very destructive to the environment and to the natural ecosystem. So good on you for eating only vegan, but the animals who used to live there aren't particularly thrilled with that.
I like to blend using my fingers, but you can use a brush or a makeup sponge.
I feel like for me, I prefer the fingers as well. I just have more control.
He says that's true. Oh, there we go. I got both of you in the video.
This feels so nice. I could just sit here all day and let you touch my face like this.
And we found that this does work for a variety of skin tones because it is so blendable.
I think people are so used to everything being toned to almost exactly their skin tone that they would find that hard to believe.
Right, and in period that just wasn't the case.
And we are researching skin tone makeups around the world as one of our topics here at Penzig.
Right.
And I have some interest in developing beyond the opaque white base that's even used in modern cosmetics today, and finding things that suit a variety of skin tones.
Before this individual leaves, you do ship though, right?
Yes.
We do,
Yes. So if you'd like to buy any of these products, ladies, gentlemen, and other individuals,
Yes.
yes, they have a website. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Great
And
They ship.
yes. and I-
Cosmeticaobscura.com?
Yes.
Amanda's in Canada, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Oh, exciting. And I should say that a number of our products are new here that we're trying out at Penzig, and we'll have them up on the website as soon as we get home from Penzig. And we'll update our stock. Okay,
I know my people will be super excited.
so that's the foundation. After that, after our foundation, we have 2 rouges to try today. Alexis has created a number of rouges this year. These 2 are both from the writings of Caterina Sforza as well, and they're both based on sappanwood. We have, this is the name for it, a very fine and pure rouge is what's in the manuscript, and this is based on sappanwood and alum. And it's a kind of stain. And this one, these are called Spanish clouts, and they're based on sandalwood and sappanwood. And it's a period way of preserving delicate botanical pigments. And if you're familiar with medieval manuscripts or medieval artwork, clothlets, yes. So this is one that's been formulated for cosmetic use, for skin use.
So for those who don't know, clouts just is the Middle English word for a rag, basically a small piece of fabric. It can be, because some of you are probably saying, aren't clouts used for menses? Well, yes, also that. It just means a small square or rectangle rag of fabric, basically.
Okay. And this gives, both of them give a very brilliant red color. And we'll try it with a cotton ball. I'll just show you on my hand first. Now you can get a darker color or a lighter color depending on the touch. So we'll try and use a dark color on the cheeks. Now the original manuscript says that, is this the one, Alexis, where it does not fear water for 7 days? Is that correct?
Right.
and the original as she made it will stay for a week. And we can't do that. We've adapted
12 to 24 hours.
Until a face wash, like a normal modern cheek stain.
And what was the aesthetic and so we're talking 1480s, 1470s, 1480s. What was the ideal aesthetic for a woman such as Caterina?
Blonde hair. A great deal of hair removal they did at the time.
The plucking.
Yes, high foreheads, flushed cheeks, flushed lips, a little bit, not too much.
Right, so delicate,
yes.
but
Yes,
pale and
yes.
pale and pink at the same time somehow.
Yes. Put a little bit on your cheeks here. You can start with just a small amount and increase it as you wish. We'll start with a small amount here.
Does any of the rouge leave a pinkish tint?
Yes, we have some that are cooler rosy pink, some that are more golden red color. The pinkish tint would be what, sandalwood? Sandalwood, yes. We'll start very light and natural here. I know that I've read religious criticisms of women's makeup in the time period, particularly in the time period of the turret and the hennin.
Yes, they are.
That women were ornamenting themselves excessively. Is the criticism.
Now, because that one makeup said it didn't fear water for 7 days, how long would they wear their makeup, do you think?
I think they probably would have washed their faces daily as we do. It's just that it was so strong a stain that according to the original recipe it would last for quite a while.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody said, wow, a spa
That's
day
what
at
we-
Pensacola.
That's what we
It's like
like.
medieval role play. It is medieval role play.
It is
too.
medieval role
Okay,
playing.
just a little more
It's not like it. It
on the
is.
ends of your cheeks. Two beautiful cheeks.
Yeah, there are many health manuals from the Middle Ages that specify to wash your face first thing in the morning. Like it's one of the first things you do. So I suspect, like
yes.
you're not supposed to just wear your
No.
makeup for 7 days.
No.
But it's good enough that basically you can dance all night and it'll still be there.
Yes, the stain is so strong that it will stay until you remove it with soap, makeup remover, regular washing. Okay. What do you think? Should we go darker? Very natural.
I think
It
a
can
little
go
more flush.
okay. A little
Yeah,
more
you
darker.
have a little natural rosy flush for the ball.
Okay.
Considering she doesn't get flush from exercise.
Oh, please. It just takes longer than it does other people.
Than everybody else. Is in culture and history allowed men to wear makeup?
Oh, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, so good question. Has any culture in history allowed men to wear makeup? Absolutely.
Yes.
Goodness, in Europe, until, gosh, Victorian era maybe is when it finally became unacceptable.
Light flash.
Egypt was well known.
Egypt, yes.
Egypt,
Persia.
yeah.
In dynastic China, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I recall reading one of the Chronicles of the Crusades, a Frankish knight complaining about how the Arab, these Saracens, as they call them, the men were perfumed and made up, painted like, well, I'm not going to say what he called them, but yeah.
And then the last product we have are the clouts. Yes, I'll use that in a second, Alexis. These are onto linen. And Alexis prepares the pigment and then she dries it over many days.
Wow. Just the fabric itself is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's a very nice red color.
And these are all food and cosmetic grade pigments. So it's not like the dyeing of fabric process. This is a different process.
Right,
for
right.
cosmetics.
So yeah, pigment. So a lot of people ask me often, what is the difference between a pigment and a dye stuff? And
Dye stuff would be mordanted onto a material, onto, in this case, linen.
right.
Correct, yeah.
And this is just infused,
Yes,
really.
yeah.
Yep. So how are these used?
Well, they're activated with water. So we'll wet them just a little bit. And you can wet them in this water, or I'll spray. Would you prefer that? Okay, I'm going to spray with rose water. Or in a more period way.
So why is man wearing makeup no longer acceptable? It's
Uh,
changing now, kind of.
Yeah, we should make it acceptable again.
I'm,
Absolutely. It's all about human
I
ornamentation.
mean, Korean men wear makeup all the time. I mean, it's not as peacockish as maybe you might think, but it's there are men's cosmetic stores in Korea everywhere.
Here, I'll show your.
Oh yeah, look at
And
that.
it can make a light color or darker depending on the amount of water that you use. Depending on the amount of water and depending on the amount of pressure that you use. You can get a lighter or darker color. And then in this case, I like to wet my hand a little bit and then wet the cloth. Because I know when these are used in artwork, the proportion of colored material on the fabric might be different.
Right.
So I'll just use a little bit on your lips. And because of the sapwood, it may have a slight tannin taste like grape skins. That's part of the natural historical appeal. Okay. And just push your lips together. We'll see. And it's a natural color. It will adjust to your skin's chemistry. Okay, you can close your lips a little bit. There we go. It's a natural color, and also on top of that, sometimes you can add a little more duck fat to re-moisturize. You can see how.
Yeah, it's a messy process. You look like you've been playing in strawberry juice or something. That smells really nice. Tastes really nice too. Not that you shouldn't consume it in massive quantities, but it's okay.
Yes, yes, and these are all food-safe ingredients
Right,
and
right.
cosmetic-safe ingredients as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's lovely. It's just. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so anything else?
Oh, yes. Put together a little gift bag for you.
Oh,
Of everything that you've enjoyed today.
Look, it has my name on it. Contessa. Oh wow, thank you. Look, my home's going to smell amazing. Oh my goodness. So, it's one of the things people ask me. Wow, there's a lot of amazing things in here. Oh my gosh, there's the milk of roses. the 12th Century Foundation. And I think, if I recall correctly, the 12th Century Foundation bills itself as something the women use to protect themselves against the sun.
Yes,
Right.
and technically we don't have it
you haven't
labeled
rated
as
it,
such,
yeah.
rated, but we've had a number of anecdotal,
Right.
compliments about it, that it does have a protective effect.
I mean, it's zinc oxide.
Yes.
Yeah, which is it's a mineral blocker, so it's literally a physical blocker. Yeah.
And it is a high percentage in there.
Yeah. So and then we've got the Rosetto. all the liquid-
Yes, these are new. So we thought we have 3 cheek stains, but all different colors. So we thought we'd give you some.
Lady of Forli
compare.
beauty balm. So Caterina was the Lady of Forli, among other things. If you ever want to look into an amazing woman, look up Caterina Sforza. She's fascinating, really fascinating woman. Oh, I'm so excited to start using these things. So one of the things that people often ask me is, now a lot of women like darken their eyebrows to fill it in. Was that something that was available in medieval Europe, or?
I think for this time period, quite the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
They would have in fact plucked off most of their eyebrows
Right.
and part of their hairline, and in fact even the peach fuzz on their face, they would have shaved off with mirrors and plucked and had depilatories, sometimes quite.
Those depilatories are
Harsh.
scary. Oh
Yes.
my God, orpiment.
Yes.
Like, what are you
Yes.
doing?
Yes.
Often followed by a burn cream right afterwards, just subtly. It's like, here's how you can remove the hair, and oh, here's a burn cream. Like, what?
Exactly. and it can be quite harsh, but I prefer to just smooth my hair back as much as I can and put a velvet fillet on, and
I'm not.
that's enough for me.
People often ask me, why don't you pluck your brow like they did? I'm like, what are you talking about? There's limits. There are
Yes,
limits,
yes,
people.
yeah,
No, thank
yeah,
you.
that was the style.
My hair's not that thick to start with. I can't afford to lose any to a high hairline. Thank you very much. And not all women did it. I mean,
No.
we know that not all women did it. We have portraits of women who definitely didn't. There was someone who was criticizing me because I had some flyaway ringlets around my face, humidity, and they're like, that's no medieval noblewoman would have done that. She wouldn't have dared set foot outside. I'm like, well, here's a portrait of 2 noblewomen in the house of the Duke of Brittany, and they're wearing their turrets with little ringlets around their faces. So I'm just saying, not everyone did all the things.
There was variation.
Yeah.
And people are imperfect, so.
Yeah, they are. And portraits, people have to remember, portraits are a moment in, like, not even a moment in time. They're a moment in time, stationary time, no elements affecting anything, not your clothing, not your hair, and they've had the medieval Instagram filter applied.
Yes, very intentionally arranged. Yes.
It's like, it's like, wow, those Italian women, they didn't have a single hair fly away. I'm like, oh yes, they did.
The Contessa came with receipts.
Yeah, the Contessa came with
Well,
receipts.
that's something that we can learn by recreating the beauty and the hygienic practices. We can see what it was actually like in real
Yeah.
life, and brings it to life more, aside from just looking at paintings.
It is.
and
It's.
artwork.
And I always tell people the archaeology, documentary evidence, and iconographic evidence. It's like the trinity of
Yes.
medieval recreation and understanding history. And this is basically taking all of those things and bringing them to life so that we can understand better. So, there's a lot we learn, I think. Well, is there anything else that I need for my 15th century glow up? You're allowed to say no.
No, perhaps a necklace.
Oh,
A
yes.
necklace, your jewelry.
Oh, yes, I do have.
She has
Yes,
to go back.
that will be going. I still have to get dressed. I am wearing basically the underwear of a 15th century noblewoman. So I'm going to go and finish the gown I'm going to be wearing tonight because it's not done yet.
In true Penzic fashion.
In true peasant fashion. But ladies, I would love to come back and do a more thorough tour of your amazing products.
Yes,
because
please
This
do.
makeup
Yes.
is,
yes.
amazing.
What do we think of? What do we think, everyone? Don't look at the hair. Ignore the hair. The hair's crazy right now, but
Give me spare hairs.
okay, ladies. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope maybe you can come to my ball at least for a little bit just to see.
I wore the closest to red I
Yes,
have.
fantastic, fantastic.
Silver, but
Right. Well, for those of you who are staying around, later on this evening, I will be live streaming my red and gold ball so that you can join into the fun, live music, dancing, food, shenanigans, people in red and maybe gold. Hope to see you all there. And stay tuned for the full tour of Cosmetica Obscura's amazing product range, where we'll be learning so much more about medieval hygiene and beauty. Until next time, guys, like, subscribe, shop at cosmeticaobscura.com, and stay creative. Bye, everyone.